Hello survivors, and welcome to a brand new top 10 video on this channel. We haven't done one of these in a while, and since it's Halloween season, today we have top 10 scariest creatures in Ark. But this time, instead of presenting my own opinion, you have chosen today's top 10. Yes, this top 10 has been voted by you over on our community tab. So this time, you won't be able to butcher me in the comments because I left out your choice for the list. I'm just kidding, I know there will be someone in the comments saying, "How could you leave out the Pterodon? It's the most terrifying creature in Ark. I was once alone in a forest at night, blah blah blah." We're in a game where we have access to jetpacks and mechs. No one should be scared of that garbage. Anyways, let's check out these seriously terrifying creatures in Ark, starting with the Allosaurus. Interesting choice for number 10, but with a face like that, I understand why it did get into the top 10. But why is it more terrifying than other similarly sized or even bigger carnivores? Well, first of all, probably because they travel in packs, so there's always 3 allos you have to worry about. But while you can easily outrun a Rex or a Carno on smaller early game mounts, like the Raptor or Pteranodon, if the Alpha Allo nashes you, it's GG for you. I know that firsthand since I've died a few times to allos while riding a Pteranodon, so I know that this sound means death is coming. Number 9. The Ravager. This isn't a surprise at all, since the Ravager is on this list for the exact same reasons as the Allo. They travel in packs and they also have the Nash effect. They're just way uglier and harder to spot, thanks to their coloring and the aberration environment. Plus, they can jump, so it's harder for you to get away. So yeah, they deserve to be higher than allos. Number 8. The Tusoteuthis. The Abyssal Terror, the Kraken. Truly a terrifying sight all throughout your Ark adventure. The ocean in itself is a terrifying place, thanks to its size and darkness. But seeing a Tuso nearby will make your heart skip some beats. I mean, what can be worse than being grabbed and then smashed by spiked tentacles at 200 meters below sea level? Yeah, by the time you see this, which is a really ugly view, you are most of the time pretty much dead. Number 7. The Caprosuchus. Oh yes, the jumping alligator. Truly the number 1 enemy of a beach bob trying to explore the inland. First time I met one of these guys, I had just tamed a Sarco. I felt invincible. It was big, super fast in water, and it was dealing quite a bit of damage. If I would just follow the rivers of the island, I could explore all day. Because in water, nothing could catch me. Not even the dense and foggy swamp could stand in my way, since now I was riding its top predator. Turns out, you're quite an easy target for Capros when you're riding a Sarco. And everything happens so fast that by the time your heart finds its rhythm once again, you are most likely dead. And that's how you develop a phobia of the swamp, because of these ugly jumping gators. And no, the Thylacoleo is not on this list. That one is too good looking to be featured in such a video. Number 6. The Nameless. Just so you know, Aberration wins the title of the map with the scariest creatures, by a landslide. And damn, these things are ugly. Trust me, you do not want to run out of charge light in Aberration, because by the time you hear that growl, it's already too late. At this point, things can get quickly out of hand. The Alpha will keep summoning Nameless to aid him in battle. And even if you kill him, another Nameless will become an Alpha. They always focus on the player and its tames. And they can even spawn in your base if you don't have charge light around. And if you cannot finish them off in time, they will summon somebody that will definitely finish you. Deserves spot in my opinion. Number 5. The Summoner. I'm gonna be honest with you, I expected this to be at least top 3. In my opinion, this is the most disturbing looking creature in Ark. I don't know what inspired this thing, but it has a very angelic look. Fighting summoners is a pain in the ass, thanks to their shield and, well, summons. The wiki perfectly describes how an encounter with the summoner should look like. Just bola your tribe mate and run, else you are both pretty much dead. They're disgusting and they dwell in Rockwell's innards, which in itself is the most disgusting and terrifying biome in the game if you ask me. But you choose it as number 5. So there it is. Number 4. The Basilisk. Surprise, surprise, back to Aberration. Honestly, I didn't get this one at first. Yes, it's huge with incredible stats. Yes, because of its size, it's quite fast and it's hard to get rid of it. Yes, it can burrow and ambush you. Yes, it can knock you out and probably even kill players in just one spit attack, but come on, it's not that terrifying looking. And if it doesn't take you by surprise, it's pretty easy to avoid. But then it hit me. Aberration has no flyers. A lot of my encounters with the Basilisk were on Fjordur, where I can safely ride my wyvern. But in Aberration, you're stuck on the ground with this one. And when you think about this, yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Number 3, the Bloodstalker. Ah, yes, the Bloodstalker has collected all the Infinity Stones of being a scary creature in Ark. Ugly as hell, scary, dark and super dangerous biome, can attack you by surprise. I guess it's not a pack creature, though most of the time I've seen more than one in the same place. And of course, the taming method. This is the first one with a creepy taming method, where it has to suck blood packs from you. But then, even the way you ride this thing looks terrifying. Absolutely awesome creature and deserving of the top 3 in today's video. Number 2, the Death Worm. Another one that I was not expecting this high on the list. But I guess vermophobia is more spread than I thought, even though this one looks more like a kilopod. Anyways, it's huge! And where you're out in the desert trying to find some loot or looking for a mantis, there's a big chance that this thing will give you one hell of a jump scare with its ugly face. But I think the even more terrifying scenario is meeting its cousin, the ice worm in Ragnarok's ice cave. Because if there's one thing worse than being jumped in the middle of the desert by a giant worm, is being stuck with one in a narrow cave. Before our number 1, here's some honorable mentions. Arthropleura, which I don't know how this thing didn't make the list, I mean look at it, and the Plesiosaur. Ugly as hell, aggroes on you before it even renders, they always spawn in packs, and they are really fast. Number 1, the Reaper. A dark extraterrestrial inspired creature with an absolute terrifying face that can ambush you from beneath? Yeah, it does sound super scary. It's super hard to kill, you don't have access to flyers for an easy escape, but probably the most terrifying thing about it is the taming process, in which you have to get impregnated by that thing. I don't know how the devs came up with it, but this is some sick shit. And it won the vote by a landslide, with 52% of the votes in the finale against the previous 3 entries on this list. So there you have it, the spookiest, most terrifying beasts that you can find in Ark. Honestly, I was planning for this to be my last Ark Survival Evolved video before Ascended, but I was totally taken by surprise, as I was expecting it to launch today on the 31st of October. But that's okay. I don't know if you've noticed, but some of the footage was recorded in Ascended, in the one place on the map that I personally think received the biggest upgrade in terms of looks. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, like the video, and maybe check out my 100 days video that I uploaded a few weeks ago. Happy Halloween everyone, Spartacus out!